What's your name, bud? Can you wake up? Hi, good morning.
Seth Lassen out of Provo.
How's it going? What's hurting? Your back's hurting? Okay. We got medical. They're almost here, okay? Is anything else hurting on you? What? Just your back. Okay, are you feeling sick at all? No? Okay, can you feel me squeezing your hands? Yeah? Can you? Will you wiggle? Will you? Just stay relaxed. Chad? Seth.
Copy for him.
Is it Seth? Yeah, Seth, what's your last name? What?
Talking to you?
Yeah, a little bit. Log temp tag Papa 0101628897. Should be for the trip vehicle.
Okay.
Breathing and talking. Tell me your name, sir. Seth.
Seth, what's going on today, Seth? Where are you hurting right now?
Last four 2897.
Yeah?
And you're only going to take the swim.
Want to push on it?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you were more of a swim.
Was it Shepherd that this was originally for?
Yeah.
Right there?
Soon.
Looks like you get out.
Pulling up over there. I have one of you guys hold C-spine for me. Just hold his head. Just like this for me. Thanks. Gonna hold your head still, okay? So it doesn't move back and forth. So you're hurting in your back. Where else are you hurting, Seth? Just your back? How's your guys' name? This guy's normal straight?
I don't know. I thought you were him. I got cut off by the blockade there. So I think I was him.
Grab that.
These aren't live wires, are they?
Great question.
Maybe,
They're all disconnected right here.
they're all disconnected? Call him.
I'm just trying. We got a couple. We got a couple here too. So.
Just looking at the car brake release, overdose, and it's serrated.
Slide this straight under.
Move you over, okay, Seth? Pull this back down a little bit.
There by the Sharky plant. And then he blacked out. Every once in a while, you can see brake lights.
I think he's kind of semi-transient living there.
Well, he was just around the corner, and I said, where do you go? He said, my house literally just lived like a couple houses that way.
His name's Seth Lassen from Provo.
Where did you say that you saw him? Or
I think I've dealt with him at that house
Yeah,
before.
he was right there.
See, I thought I saw him on Main yesterday with a car, but they put from 1J and 4J and I think 2 or 3J.
You get a new valve for that thing? Last time I used it was broken.
And just as his one kicked off, dude was finally flying the drone back to his house.
All right, man, I'm going to have you give yourself a hug, okay? Yeah, good. You've got like a rifle in people's yards. Now this is going to squeeze you pretty tight like a blanket. It's going to hold you still, so just stay where you're at.
You guys know him? Recognize him? Bud from 1J last week twice. Golding says he might recognize him from
I'm pretty sure I've dealt with him
had
with
a-
like houses.
Really hit him today, so
Bree said he's got a couple felony warrants.
Seth Dale
Yeah, he's the Ashley. Her first name's Ashley. We hooked her on the DV a little bit ago. It might be that, but her first name's Ashley. But yeah, he's a.
She the not older but like
Middle-aged
40s,
one. I
50s
think this is
probably.
her boyfriend.
Her new boyfriend, because she had that other one. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking as well. But I've never interacted.
Leave that flat.
Put that flat.
Leaving it. Dude, every single one of those things is just slightly different, okay?
Goaling jumped, so I was like, all right, he's got it.
Well, it was just going to go full meat head on and smash it down.
Sometimes that works, you know.
Gilly, you're following?
Yeah. I think 2 of you guys are riding in there with him.
Okay.
That's what Jay said. I don't think he's got moving though.
County, you guys gonna take this?
Yeah, sure.
You guys have the original case. We'll go to the hospital. You guys want the car?
Okay.
There's a needle in it and a cap, but just so you know,
Okay.
it's in the back of. It's also got a wax container and a tutor. So.
Who was behind? Who saw him?
Me.
Okay, so tell me just real quick.
Yep, sure. Come around the corner, up and wide on the turn. Up on the sidewalk.
What do you need
I
from
pulled
us?
up by that rock quarry and sat there for like 2 minutes. Came around, must have came from Genola or somewhere from that side.
I think he went down center and then cut up and over right by there.
Could have hit the canal maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's what Payson was thinking. I was like on the east end, but it's all blocked off right there across the canals. Because when you were going by there, I was like, I'm like a mile away. But then I get down there and it's like fully blocked off. So I'm like, oh damn.
Okay. Yes.
Would you want me to put my drone up to do a circle around the crash?
Yeah.
I think Bree's taking the crash.
They may want it.
It might be good for just documentation for Payson's thing too. Chef, what do you need help with?
Over there.
Head back and make sure Bree's not by herself.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
What you saw,
It's just a contact.
That
and
was
then
that the
at that
suspicious one that came in. Suspicious
And then once I saw that, plain view, I said, okay, pop out. That was when I didn't want him to leave and he took off. So.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
go-
I'm pretty sure this is the same exact one that had two times now played from us.
That's gotta
One
be
in, I think, 8J, and then one in 2J, like a couple days
Oh, there was
ago.
one in 4J too. Or that might be the one in 2J.
I think you're and all the way up into Lehigh. That was a different one.
The one that I heard get called out, I think was Friday, or it would have been Tuesday, but it was a silver PT.
Yeah.
No plates. You guys had a different one?
The driver's license.
Yeah, that's the dude that.
That was a separate PT cruiser. That was silver?
No.
Oh, then
I think we're talking about the one that was in 2J at the 7-Eleven. And there was another one in Lehigh. I think that one was like a week and a half ago.
So you're taking the accident. As far as the drug and paraphernalia, do you want me to take all that stuff and do that with mine, or
Do you want to do a 5.5 on him and drug paraphernalia and do metabolite? You go 5.17 with him, and I'll just do the accident part. Because if you're not going to do the 5.17, then I'm going to do a DUI.
If you want to do that, then I'll just leave it.
you probably.
I'll just go.
But you are going to need charges for your reason.
someone thinks.
Well, I just have the you was all that I saw, but
Probably have enough for the 5.5 if you want to take it.
It's an easy 5.
We can take it.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
if you
It's
want
a-
to, we can.
it's an easy
anyone
one.
can take it, but
I think just because yours is initial contact one and what you saw.
I'll take it if you want, Payson.
okay, if that's the case, yeah. I'll
No,
grab
you're
the
off,
evidence
Kyle.
bag.
You need to probably go home at some point.
Yeah, I'll go through it real quick because I got
Yours? No, I don't, but I can get them. I'll pull my truck up here a little bit closer.
Seth, do you want to take the DUI or do you want? I'll take it if you don't want it. Kyle, you're off.
I was going to say, Hanson,
I
if you want to take it, you can where you're out till 2.
Sure.
I don't know what the hospital is going to look like, if you're going to have to write a warrant and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not a confusing one. I already talked to Golding about it, and like if no one else wants to,
You should probably take it because. Yeah.
that'd be sweet if you want to. And then I can do the evidence and the drugs and the paraphernalia and all that.
Okay. Do you have all that stuff? So I'll just go to the hospital then and start that process.
Yeah.
I'll probably just do a warrant because he's not in a state to.
If you want to just
say
get
anything
started on
anyways.
that, I'll
Yeah.
get the drugs and the paraphernalia and everything, and I'll do that side of it, and then divide and conquer.
Okay. Dude, one of us should have been down there with you though too.
I was following him until I called him.
Sorry, I should have jumped it from you then. I didn't
I
realize.
should have had you guys come
I
back
didn't
when
know that
saw him
Kyle was still
somewhere.
around, so I was going to that one with you. But
He was honestly being pretty decent until I saw the paraphernalia. He started panicking. And I was trying to open the door, but it has the button, and I was yanking on it, and I thought it was locked. And then as soon as I found the button, and opened it, he took off. I was like,
so as far as the warrant goes, I'm just gonna have to probably put down what you saw. So what paraphernalia did you see, and where was it at? Because if I do the warrant,
I can show you. Also, you can just say that this was all located after he crashed.
Yeah.
Just go off quickly and get. But it was just a computer. I'm sure you picture of it. It was just sitting on the passenger seat was folded down, and this was sitting on top of it. They found it. I'll send you.
Did you take a picture of his ID?
Yeah.
You want to send that stuff all to my phone?
Yeah.
So I have it there, and then I'll go get started on the warrant, and then I'll probably do I guess Bree said he has felony warrants too, so I'll probably just do that, the DUI, or do you want to do the warrants?
Like I say, I'm not worried about stats or anything.
Oh, I know. I'm not either. I've just been trying to figure it out. Do you want me to pull a separate case number for the DUI?
No, we probably do it all in the same one, can't we?
Well, yeah, I think so.
It'll be a separate number in the crash, but as far as the fleeing
Fleeing
stuff,
and the DUI, then the DUI will still be yours. I'm just gonna go do all the stuff with it, probably. Which is fine. I'm just saying if
we can make you the responsible on the whole case, and I'll just do the initial contact part of it.
I mean, it's either way. I just If I'm in a book, yeah.
You have evidence bags right here.
If I'm in a book on the warrant, then I probably just book on everything. You know what I mean?
That's fine.
So yeah, you just do that stuff then, and I'll do the paraphernalia.
Yeah, I was gonna say, pretty broken and like under all this stuff. I had a good supplement for the first portion of it. Dummy. Sunday night, I was supposed to be doing stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I'm gonna go to the hospital. Out of here. Felony evading ×3, possession of controlled substance ×5, DUI, a ton of other stuff. Evaded us. Oh, and assault on a PO. He evaded us, then evaded 9J Sergeant, and then evaded another guy. Wadded against a telephone pole. Nice. That is for you, my sir.
Thank you.
Just what you were wanting on this fine evening.
Unrestrained. She said he was restrained.
Yeah, paraphernalia, and then fentanyl, THC, meth, I believe heroin, and Suboxone. Probably, yeah. Oh, and then felony warrants. One felony warrant, and then a couple other misdemeanor warrants. Allegedly. Right.
Yeah. Nothing like they said he's taking the warrant. Just add more felonies.
No. That's what I say.
That's good.
What new?
It doesn't do shit. I work in the jail.
Gabe will be like, it's fine. No, those are my keys. That's his ID, his copy of the warrant, and then his tow sheet there. I am going to have to add a DUI site into his property, but it's going to be a minute until I get that. Okay. Oh, and you can see it in the camera. It's glorious.
Your wife must love that.
She does. So Seth, just a few things I'm going to go over with you, okay? As far as everything goes, okay, there's quite a few charges that you're being booked on tonight, as well as a couple warrants. I'm not sure if you knew you had the warrants or not. I think one was a felony for, I believe, something along the lines of theft. They were all out of Utah County anyways, a couple misdemeanors as well, okay? And then obviously for today's incident, okay, right now, some of the charges, there's quite a few. I'll make sure the jail will give you paperwork regarding it all as well. I think you've been here before, so you kind of know how it works, okay? So they're going to give you all that type of paperwork. I'm assuming it's going to be no bail, just based off the warrants alone, but they'll be able to inform you of all that stuff as well, okay? As far as tonight, okay, so you're being arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence, which I gave them a copy of to prove the warrant for us to get the blood and the urine, like you already kind of worked through. So That copy, as well as the kind of impound sheet for your car, it was pretty banged up, but it is in there as well. So if you'd like to try and contact the tow company, whatever you want to do. And then as far as charges go, right, we're going to probably have stuff for driving on the suspended license, no insurance, okay? And then obviously fleeing from the 3 different officers, the 3 different times, okay? As well as there is going to be a charge of assault on a police officer because of speeding away while that officer was standing against the car, okay? On top of that, too, then there's the stuff that was located in the car, the paraphernalia and some other items, okay? I do have...
I heard you guys say no locks on. Where did you guys get that?
I'm going to advise you of your rights, and then I'm more than happy we can go back and forth. I can answer some questions, and we can figure some stuff out, okay? So, Seth, you do have the right to remain silent against you in a court of law. You do have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and stop answering any questions or make any statements. Do you understand these rights as I've read them to you? Okay. Having these rights in mind, are you willing to answer some questions?
I want to know about the naloxone.
Sure. So is that kind of a yes? Like I said, you can stop answering any questions. I just have to get a yes or no as far as are you willing to answer some questions having these rights in mind?
Yes.
Okay. So I believe what that one is going to be for Suboxone. I don't know if did you have Suboxone in the car that you were aware of? There was also some pills that they tested. I wasn't there, so I'm kind of still getting the information. If I get an update from them, I will more than happily relay that to you. But I don't know if you had any other like pills in there, possibly. Are you aware of pills in the car at all? Well, that's kind of where that stuff would possibly be from. Is there anything else illegal in the car that you were aware of? So there shouldn't be any illegal narcotics in the car.
Just the tutor, the paraphernalia.
The tutor and the paraphernalia. Okay. What were you using the tutor and the paraphernalia for?
I'm gonna stop answering.
Okay. That's fine. You are all good. It's probably going to be a while that we're going to be out here, so you're all good. I won't ask any more questions. Like you said, you want to exercise your right to not answer questions. That being said, it's probably going to be a while, so we might want to get comfy if you want to try and lay down. And then I will have a few questions, not regarding the incident tonight, more so the jail just has me ask you like a few questions. I will let you know, and we can start that, okay?